Welcome to Spasm Productions, the worst show on the internet. How's that for an intro? Obviously a reference to the comedic genius of Eric Andre. Those who aren't aware of his work, then this review nor this movie is going to be for you. This movie is certainly not for the faint of heart. That is for sure. Those who don't know, Eric Andre, host of his own show, conveniently called The Eric Andre Show, running on Adult Swim now for a good amount of years. I remember first hearing about him back in my early days of high school and watching his stuff come out throughout high school. It was certainly, found a lot of comfort, you can say, in his work. The best aspects of the Eric Andre Show, with a combination of celebrity gag interviews, skits. He just basically goes in public, similar to those familiar with the Jackass series. He's one to also get genuine people's reactions to absurd stunt work and just absurd scenarios and skits entirely when it comes to the public. So many people will find his stuff offensive. Many people will find his stuff very crude, and it certainly is. And I love it all the more for that. Take that concept of him going into public streets, public areas, and just around with people. Basically, let's take that and let's make it into a feature film. And let's also get the team that worked on the Jackass films to come on board and to create this. Seems like a recipe for success. If you were to ask me personally, I think it is indeed a recipe of success. I don't have exactly the biggest nostalgia for the Jackass movies, mostly because I was not exactly the MTV generation, but I'm certainly aware and have watched and enjoyed all the Jackass movies. I've enjoyed some of their off-branch work as well. Bad Grandpa comes to mind. The same studio has to come out and make something like this with a comedian who certainly fits the agenda and certainly fits the style of comedy for sure. I'm gonna make this one very short. This was so funny. Me and my dad were laughing our asses off. What more can you ask for when it comes to a premise like this and a comedian like this, you know? Something that certainly surprised me back when I watched Bad Grandpa for the first time was its incorporation of an actual narrative inside and in between each stunt set. We actually establish characters that go through their own fictional character shit, but in the actual real world with real genuine people's reactions to these fictional characters just about. And it's such a fun formula. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of it, but I'm glad we are in some way getting more of it. The stunt work and creativity among the filmmakers as well as those on camera is nothing short of phenomenal. It is nothing short of hilarious. It is nothing short of impressive, and it is nothing short of just seeing how much these people are willing to commit and make themselves look like absolute fools for our entertainment. I need to commend them for that. Again, this type of crude humor, certainly moments that I don't want to spoil too much here, it will certainly raise eyebrows and it will certainly make many upset. That's been Eric Andre's shtick for so many years now. So those who are fans of his work, if you haven't seen this already, I highly encourage, if you're a fan of the Jackass movies in its impressive attention to coordinating all these insane, dangerous stunts, then you're also going to love this as well. Not for the snowflakes out there, of course. Too bad, so sad. The main gripe I do have about the Jackass films is that I'm not asking for the most cohesive or the most engaging narrative ever put to cinema, but having just stunts after stunt after stunt after stunt with no correlation to each other whatsoever, it just feels like I'm watching just like a very long YouTube video or a YouTube video compilation instead of an actual feature film per se. God, it sounds so snobby saying that. I'm glad that after Bad Grandpa that these type of filmmakers are going the extra mile and adding on a layer of just narrative, even if it's the smallest amount, even if it's nothing that you'll remember by the time you walk out. I certainly appreciate the extra effort there, and by the end of the day, the most important thing that this movie set out to do is just to make us laugh. And in this day and age, we can really use that. I can really use that. I'm so appreciative of it. Yeah, that's basically, nothing else to it. That's literally it. Just go watch it. It's on Netflix. Come on. 7 out of 10. Set its priority to make us hard. Set its priority to make us laugh hard. Nothing more. You may have noticed a change of the channel name. It's because I'm messing with the algorithm. Apparently Spaz is a slur now. Alright.